matchup in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
We got here. Let's see what we get here, man. Jeez.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And Allen runs the football. Now this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know that they have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. He's throwing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Come on. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? When you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go now.
He'll decide to keep this once more. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They run for the first down with Chandler. Push forward from about 40 to the 37.
Quick burst there, and he nicely get off a pretty decent game.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's the option. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4. Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. Sanders. That's Carly finds Derry Gray. And they will take him down, but not before they work this to the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Sanders to throw. To the flat, that's complete to his running back. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Ready? Go.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
Now the pressure gets there and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Derek Boyle in there that time to get him to the turf. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Sanders. They swing this out to Harvey. That'll give him 8 that time. And 38 now. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they have it 1st and 10. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
At the 34-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Open there, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuck at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The Seahawks have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They're going for it with the option running. It's out. It's loose. Down to the 10. Now this is going to be good. Back from Denver. Touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. We'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they're kicking here, and it's good. advantage now. A good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go now.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. You look at this Bronco defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4.
So here we count real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's had himself a game.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. And he'll take a shot. At the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more. Here's they've got it first and 10. Looking for a great can't find one. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Derek Hall.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, you saw that one. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 17-0 our score after one. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Ready, ready.
They run it to Chandler. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They're going option play on 4th down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael